All right. Here we go. I want to talk about our word of the year real quick. Action. Um, we have a saying, Ninja. It's easy to do, so it's easy. Yeah. I think that that is the wrong thing for Ninja to say because what you focus on, yeah. So I want us to change that a little bit, and I want us to say it's easy to do, so it's easy to do. It's easy to do, so it's easy to do. Yep, I like Bill's too. Let's do it. Let's take action. We have a system we believe in. You guys wouldn't have signed up with Smith and Associates if you didn't believe in the system. We have a team that we believe in. Every time we have needed someone, someone has been there. So we have everyone we need on our side. We have support set up for whenever we need it. We love each other. Don't shame each other. So if you have a question, don't be afraid to ask it. If you don't know the answer, you don't know it, and that's fine. There's plenty that I don't know, and there's a need there. I talk to plenty of you often for answers that I need, whether in real estate or something else. We need each other, and your individuality is what attracts your sphere. Remember, the ninja system works for anyone. So if you feel like you don't have that big personality, well, neither do the people that are attracted to you most of the time. If you feel like you don't have a real grasp of how to operate paperwork wise, well, your sphere, that may not be what they value. And we have support for all of those things so that we can help complete that picture and make it happen and make the transaction good and smooth for you, and make it happy. Your individuality is what attracts your sphere. You're what they like, want, and need. So the reason that last phrase is there is how often do we stop action because we don't feel like we have the full package yet. We don't feel like we're as capable as we need to be to make whatever is going to happen. We think, gosh, I can't take on buyers and sellers right now because I'm not trained enough. I don't know what to do yet. You're not going to know what to do until you take action. That's the bottom line. The best way to learn in this business is to get busy and take action and lean on your support team because we're here for you. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. So you're what they like, want, and need. Take action. It's easy to do. So it's easy to do. We have a new real estate review that only needs 5 items input. And your job is to do one of two things. One, you can try to create your own and reinvent the wheel and spend a whole lot of time that I spent. Uh, a whole lot of time. Two, you can spend a little time learning how to cut and paste, how to select what's on your screen to paste, and how to look up information in tax records and the MLS. Um, you can do that, or you can recreate the wheel. It's up to you. And one thing that Will has said that is going to be a mantra at Smith and Associates: you're not better than the system. I need you. And if you have an idea that will make all of us better, please come to me and we'll work on that together and improve it for everyone. But it would be far better for us to grow something collectively than you to spend time to create something individually. Does that make sense? Okay. You're not better than the system. You're certainly not better than the collective, than all of us together. So 5 items you need to learn to input. Easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got to learn how to copy and paste a pic of the owner's home and enter the owner's name. You need to enter the property facts, the year built, square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms, utilities, whatever you want there. Enter the previous listings description of the property. Create a QR code and link for the comps you found. Now that can intimidate some people, and it's not hard. Relax. Relax. It's not hard. Copy and paste the stats to the MLS. And that's not a copy, that's a select on your screen. And you need to learn how to do that. And if you learn how to do that, it's going to take you really far on doing a lot of things. And there are 2 ways for you to learn how to do that. One way is to get on YouTube and say, select image and take a pic on my screen. And YouTube will come up with a video and show you how to do that, or Google, either one of those, and learn how to do it. The second way is ask me or rewatch this video, and you'll know how to do it on a Mac. But it's not hard. Don't be intimidated. It's a shortcut on your keyboard that you need to learn and you need to become proficient at. And it's going to be really easy once you get that down. It's really simple. So you want to take a look at it? You want to take a look at the new real estate review? Get excited?
It's awesome.
You want to?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to show you this one. Yeah, it's upstairs. I forgot it upstairs. Okay, I'm going to start out. Here we go. And it's on an 11 by 17. So simple. I'm going to show you guys on screen now. Let's see here. Right here. Don't get us distracted, Bill. Social times later, Bill. All right. So the owner's name, you can edit that. You just double click and you enter the name. All of this stays the same. This is actually a photograph, so you can't edit it, and you shouldn't. You take this picture out and put a different picture in. Property facts are editable, so you go in and you write what you need to about that home. Advertising verbiage from the last listing, copy and paste it. This is a photograph, no need to edit. This is a photograph, no need to edit. All you do here is select the QR code, go create a new one, paste the web link there, because some people are not going to know what in the world to do with the QR code, even though it says hold your camera phone over the code above or type in this link. So let me show you how to create a QR code. We go. This will do both. We're going to do both real quick. We're going to go into the MLS. Don't you guys love how the deal for the MLS changes, like from a leaf to the square to a red square? It's so weird. Okay. Hey, Tina, could you mute So when you pick your 3 listings that you're going to send, all you have to do is click on email and preview. Now you've got the 3 listings that you want and your link. We're going to select the link and we're going to paste the web link here. Okay. So copy and paste there. Then we're going to go QR code generator free. You'll find one that you like using. Doesn't really matter which one. Enter your website text or drop a file here. So I'm going to paste that. And there's my QR code. You can download it, or we can learn how to do a screenshot. On Mac, instead of a screenshot, a whole screen, we're going to select what we want. Shift, Control, Command, 4. You see, I've got it dialed in now, and all I have to do is click and select that. You'll hear it. Now I'm going to go back. I'm going to click on that QR code and paste the other one over it. I've got to change the size to make it fit and move it in place. That's it. I did it. We come down here. We're going to do the same exact thing for our stats. So to get stats, we're going to cancel our print job. And we're going to go to stats and tabular. We've got these. It shows us the list price, the price per square foot. If it's sold, it's going to give us more information. Shift, Control, Command, 4. Select the screen, take the picture, and delete that guy, put the new guy in. From here, we've got our data. 290 a square, 134 a square, and 111. This is a picture. Everything except low, average, medium, high is a picture. We're going to click here, low. The low is 111.89. Do we have 4? No, we only have 3. Well, we've got 68 cents because that guy's a rental. But this is good to know. So actually, let's just do it. We'll call it dollars just for the fun of it. $68 a square foot. $111 a square foot. Let's just make some numbers up. Median is $113 a square foot. High is $135 a square foot. Now they just pick where they want to land. That's up to them. We're creating something that is beautiful for a mail out. When they say I'm worth this much per square foot, they take their number of square feet and they write it on there. This is not for you to type. Times price per square foot, right here. They write it in. Then they have their estimated value. It's all there. This is all a photograph. You don't have anything to do here. You are done once you enter those in. That's all you have to do for a real estate review now, guys. That's it. Pick your comps, enter a little bit of data, a QR code, a link, you're done. And now you have something beautiful to mail out in full color. That's very professional. I would say attach your business card to this. Write a personal note to go with it. If you have personalized ink pens, throw that in there. That'll prompt them to do the worksheets on it. I got a pen and some worksheets. What are you going to do? Go to work. I would not fold this. I would send it in a paper 8.5 by 11 envelope and get it out there. This will create value. They'll say, my gosh, they must have spent forever because they put my house's picture on that and my name on it. And it's a full pamphlet thing. How long will it take you? Maybe 5 minutes longer than finding comps. Find comps, take 5 minutes, do a real estate review. It's easy to do, so it's easy to do.
It just got easier.
It just got a lot easier and a lot prettier and better.
It looks awesome.
Any questions? Thoughts? I got a thumbs up from Tina. That's good. Very, very easy to do. So, real estate reviews. Who here has felt the pressure of being a buyer's agent during this time in the market? Who would rather be the one collecting the offers? What's the answer for that?
Real estate review.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what we're going to do right now is, if you are on this Zoom call, I want you to go on to our message thread on Facebook, our community thread. If you will commit to do 2 real estate reviews this week, I just want you to write, I'm going to do 2 real estate reviews this week with the new system. It's awesome. And I want you to do that right now so that everybody else is like, oh my gosh, I should do that. And if you don't do that, I'm not judging you, but you really should do that. You really should. So we're going to take a minute.
Maybe judging him a little.
Well, I've already judged. That's the issue. Yeah. Yeah. And it gives me time to drink water. I'm parched.
Good session at the gym this morning.
It was great. It was great. Yeah, I've switched from the treadmill to the bicycle to save my knees, and going the same time but a further distance. So it's pretty good. Yeah.
Where do you suggest we print these 11 by 17
Mhm.
pages?
So I went and bought my 11 by 17 paper for my real estate reviews. It was $40 for 100 sheets, 100 a week. Knocks it out for $40. Bring it into the office. Felicia knows how to print them.
I did it last night.
If you are a Bentonville agent, Felicia will talk Stephanie through how to print them. At $40, 100 pages, that's 40 cents a page. And then the cost of color to your account here for color printing. We don't charge for black and white, but we have to for color. Otherwise, you'd be printing everything in color, and that's just weird. So Felicia will talk Stephanie through how to do it and get everybody set up for that. I would really advise you to go ahead and go buy the paper. Why? Anyone? Yeah. Yeah. If you buy the paper, you're really likely to get it done. You're really likely to get that done. We spent the time doing the printing adjustments last night on my 40 cents a paper, so it wouldn't be on yours. And we've got it figured out, obviously, and it looks great, guys. It just looks great. I'm very, very proud and excited about this. And and think that you can knock out a real estate review nothing flat now. I do want to go over some of it with you. Major systems, when you estimate the value of your home, you should ask how much life is left in the roof, how much life is left in the HVAC, how much life is left in the water heater and other appliances. We've got a graphic that shows the estimated lifespan of major appliances. We could throw that in. You could get those printed from Shelby. Just ask for a stack of 100 of them because you're going to have 100 sheets of paper. Get Shelby to get them printed through Quantum for you. Throw them in with the real estate review on cardstock. Give them something else of value in there. Write a cover letter. Write a cover letter and do it on nice linen paper. Make it nice. Inspection items. Now is a great time to check the most common inspection items and see if you need to make small repairs. Here are some of the most common items. Secure the toilets, repair slower dripping drains, repair leaking faucets inside and out, repair any damaged siding, and upgrade plugins to GFCI in wet areas if needed. Is that what we see on inspection reports? Yeah. Probably should have written in seal around windows. That's the other one.
And secure the ladder that goes into the attic.
And anti-tip bracket.
Yes.
Yeah. Many homeowners will get a home inspection if they have lived in the same home for a long time and don't intend to leave. This is a great way to keep up with needed items. Would you rather spend $300 finding out what's up with your home if you've been there? Gosh, we've been in our home since 2007, 14 years. We got a home inspection when we decided to do the remodel, and we gave the report to our contractor and said, take care of these things as well. Yeah, get it tip top. View the other properties here. Comparable sales. This tells them how comparable sales work, how it breaks down. When you view the property comps, keep in mind these three things. Is the location better or worse? Is the kitchen, bath, and exterior better or worse? Because that's where the value really is. Are there updates that comps have that your house doesn't, or vice versa? Pricing worksheet. Compare each property to years 1 to 10. 1 meaning yours is far less than 5 being the same in value and 10 being far more in value. It's just a way for them to grade it. Equity. Ways you can use your equity. Repair or remodel. Keeping up with a home is difficult. While replacing a roof may be covered by insurance, most items are not. You can use the equity in your home to repair major systems or remodel items that have become dated, like kitchen, baths, lighting, flooring, or paint. We recommend you anticipate averaging $2,000 a year to keep your home current and in tip-top shape. Some years you might spend nothing. Others you might spend more. Buy an investment for retirement income. Using equity from one property to buy another has been a common practice since forever. It's a smart move and can help secure a comfortable future. There are important things to weigh out when doing this. Ask me for tips and we can look into making this happen for you. Pay for kids' college. Guys, this is a far more condensed version, and I need to edit it because it gave me a spelling error right here, and it's a photograph. This is a far more condensed version than Give a Kid a Chance. That thing is long. We can provide that if they say, hey, tell me more about Pay for a Kid's College. College is expensive and costs for a higher education continue to rise. If you have $40,000 in available equity, you may be eligible to purchase an investment with 20% down for $200,000. Together, we would work to choose an investment that would pay for the equity loan and the remaining mortgage on a 15-year loan by renting it out. If the investment performs only at its current rate for 15 years, and at the end of 15 years, you would own a $200,000 home free and clear for only $40,000. That's pretty convincing. You take your estimated value minus the amount owed equals your estimated equity. Usable equity, subtract the amount you owe from 80% of your estimated value. Thought the arrow was important there. So helpful, valuable, good stuff. Okay,
Provides clarity, Jason.
it does, and it keeps you from having to do it. All you got to do is find the comps and enter the info. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, guys. Really simple stuff. I put the address and date up here. Is that something that a homeowner might save? Sling Blade over here said, Okay, let's get on with the show. The other thing that we want to do today, let's look at the daily activities instead of a full week, one thing at a time. To some people, our Ninja Week spreadsheet looks like this. And it looks like there's so much more to do than one day at a time. And I understand feeling overwhelmed. I guarantee I do. We all do. We all know what that feels like. How am I going to get through this? This is just too much. And I understand what that does to your brain and how it can shut you down. And if I can't do it all, I won't do any of it. And then you just fall further and further behind. Some of you, the Ninja Week sheet works perfectly. There's been an addition made to it, something new added that I think you'll like. But this is an assistance to those who feel overwhelmed when they look at a spreadsheet with a full week on it. So let's break it down. And I sure hope some of you love this. If it's not noisy where you're at, feel free to unmute and chime in on these things. We have added Monday morning business meeting and the Tuesday morning training. One thing that's not here that we need to add after your morning routine, we need to add show up. So Zach and I were talking yesterday about this. And he said, Jason, I'm doing my Ford calls in the car. And I do too. I knock those out when I'm driving. It's a great time to do it. The only thing you've got to be careful of with that is making sure that you're taking some notes when needed so that you can transfer information where it belongs later. If you don't have a way of doing that, then you're in trouble. So I keep a notepad and pen in my car, just a little Waco notepad. I try to make sure it's in there. So he said, the issue that I'm running into is when to review my hot and warm list and to write those cards. And what we did for him, and then he said, and I exercise at night. And I like that, and I want to keep that there. Guys, you can copy make a copy of the Ninja Week spreadsheet and move it around any way you want to. The issue isn't when you do this, it's to do this. And so we moved his 2 cards and reviewing his hot and warm list to a morning routine number 2. We just added some rows, morning routine number 2. And now he does his gratitudes, positive reading, affirmations in his first morning routine. Why did we decide to split those up? These 3 are all about him. They're all about creating a better him, getting his mindset right for the day. Then he goes and jumps in the shower and grabs a coffee or whatever. And then he sits down and does his cards and reviews his hot and warm list to decide who needs a Ford call today and who to follow up with today. It's a break. When you do your morning routine, that's all for you. Then you show up and do your work. So we wanted to separate those, because when you do something good for yourself, it turns your mind on to understand that your decisions matter. So we moved those. Now, let's look at this. Hang on just a second. That deserves that. All right. We've got our daily routine here. This is Monday. Monday is the biggest day, and it's because of this Monday morning meeting with yourself. This meeting is very, very important. The morning routine's the same. Gratitude, check. Affirmations, check. Positive reading, did it. Exercise, did it. Guess what? My morning routine's done. Very happy, I did it. Boom. Now, it's Monday morning, and I'm going to show up, and then I'm going to spend some time getting myself prepared for the week. Who here remembers the Monday morning meeting ninja routine? We have ignored that for a long time. Guys, this is huge, just huge. Also, this is a downloadable PDF, and when you download it, it's editable. Hang on, I am going to open it. Okay. It looks daunting, doesn't it? It looks like, oh my gosh, that's a crap ton of work to do. Well, here's the deal. And this is my honesty. Week of, what's the beginning of this week was the 8th. So the end of the week is the 15th. Read mastery. Take a minute. Review your business plan. Am I on point with my budget still? Have I added something? Have I taken something away? Is that important? Yeah, it is. Decided this week that I needed a new phone. Battery on my phone was just given out too quickly. I got sick of it. I went in and bought a new phone. It's $1,200. Would it behoove me to make sure that $1,200 was part of my budget? I need to add that if it's not there. Review my annual, monthly, and weekly goals. Review my notes from last Monday morning meeting with myself. Did I run my business like a business? How? How not? Can I improve this week? My ahas for this week. So if I didn't do my 8 and 8 that I've sworn to do, how not? I need to begin my 8 and 8. How can I improve this week? I said I need to begin my 8 and 8. My ahas for this week. It's time. It's time. I'm doing my first 5. Who did I have a real estate review last week? Interim. Who is scheduled for a real estate review this week? Makes you stop and think, who am I doing this for this week? How many lunches last week? Coffee, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Monday morning agenda. Who's scheduled for breakfast, lunch, or coffee this week? Did I make my 50 live interviews last week? How many new contacts did I add to my database? Did I start them on an 8 and 8? Did I write at least 10 personal notes last week? Who am I planning to write this week? Makes you stop, doesn't it? What if you can't get 5 names in there on Monday morning, or 10? You can get 5 easy off your 8 and 8 if you're doing one with your database right now. But then you got 5 left. Is it okay to leave that blank? Sure. Sure it is. And it'll come to you through the week, and write it in, and then know that you did your 10. Who's a potential seller from last week? Who's a potential buyer from last week? How many offers did I write? How many contracts got accepted? How many deals closed? How many new listings did I take? Did I call every seller under contract last week in escrow or pending? Did I call every buyer who's pending? What buyers and sellers not yet under contract need to be called this week? And then just a space for stuff that you want to put in. What does this do?
A lot of it is activating your RAS.
Thank you. What you focus on, expands. This makes you say, okay, it's Monday morning. I'm going to focus on being a professional this week and make it happen. It's Monday morning. Will it take you 10 minutes to go through this? Yes. Is 10 minutes easy to do? Yes. So it's easy to do. It's easy to do. After that, you're going to want to print it. Make sure it's filled out and stored in a binder or a file. You can print it to PDF and save it in a file, or you can put it in a binder. When you put it in a binder, you're going to do your daily routine, review your hot, warm list, make your weekly service calls, make your 4 to 5 calls, write your 2 cards, and update your database. Okay? Then you can put your Monday morning behind that Monday morning routine, the business meeting with yourself. So now you've got record, and you can start looking at what's going on in your business. Tuesday. Let me delete this. I don't know why that's there. Okay. Tuesday. Do your morning routine. Same exact morning routine. Show up. Review your hot and warm list. Make your 5 forward calls. Write 2 cards and update your database. Guess what happens after that? Nothing. Whatever you want. Whatever you want at all. As long as you've scheduled your 2 face-to-face meetings and your 2 real estate reviews, you're done. How do we schedule a real estate review? Like this. Hey, Bill, it's Jason. It's time for your real estate review. I've got a report ready for you because I made it. And Bill, do you have time to meet with me this week? Maybe Thursday at 6? Say no.
No.
Okay, I'll put it in the mail for you, and I hope we get to catch up another time, buddy.
Thanks.
Felicia, I've got your real estate review ready for the year. It's a report that I just prepared for you. It tells you what's going on in the market pertaining to your house and your neighborhood. Plus, I miss you guys. It'd be great to see you. Do you have time to meet with me?
No.
No? Okay, I'll drop it in the mail for you. And you just let me know if you have questions on it. And I miss you guys. It'd be great to catch up sometime soon. Hey, Carrie, it's Jason Smith. I've got your real estate review ready for the year. It's got information on what's going on in the market in your neighborhood and pertains to your home. Wondering if you have time to sit down with me, maybe Thursday at 6. And oh, you do? Man, I'd love to see you guys. I'm so excited. I miss you too. So now I've got 1. It took 3 calls to get 1. I still did the others and I still dropped them in the mail, but I want to get 2 face-to-face real estate reviews a week. How long does it take to create a real estate review now? 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. After you create it, you can email it print it to PDF and email it to Felicia. You don't even have to print it to PDF. She can print it to PDF, and Stephanie can, and then they'll print that off for you. You can pick it up anytime at the office, or even tell them to mail it for you. Hell, I don't care. Let's get some real estate reviews done and get some listings. Okay. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Friday, those are all the same. Morning routine. Then you show up, do your daily routine, review your hot list, review your warm list, make your forward calls, write 2 cards, and update your database. After that, guess what? You're done. Do what you want. Do what you want. Guys, we want to raise your income per hour so you can have a life. This is a path, and they call it the ninja path, to raise your income per hour so you can have a life. Does anyone here want to work a system where you're making phone calls all day to expireds, FSBOs, withdrawn, pre-foreclosure?
Absolutely not.
Nobody here wants to. Is there anything wrong with that? No, it's just not the way we want to work. Not the way we want to work. Do this so you can have a life. At the end of it here, you've got your full ninja week, so you can write your report card up and get things together. You can mark here that you did your real estate reviews and your face-to-face. You can make your notes, and now you're ready to report to next week's Monday morning meeting. Make sense? Does it feel less overwhelming than seeing all of this at once and breaking it down one day at a time? Does that help anyone? Feel free to chime in.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, make it feel more manageable, less like the laundry pile. Okay, okay, good. We've got something else that we're going to go through today, and it's going to be very, very easy. You guys are going to love the simplicity of filling out buyer forms in Form Simplicity. We are going to do a full transaction here very quickly, and it's recorded so we can reference it later. And we're going to go to training. And this has a buyer packet already in it. When you begin your transaction for a buyer, you're going to click here, start a new transaction. That is going to bring up this screen. On address, you're going to write to be determined. You're going to name the transaction after the people that you're working with. You're going to say that it's a residential purchase and that it's a purchase. You can kind of tell if they're going to go for an older home or a newer home, and you select that. Buyer for 78 and older, buyer for 78 or newer, and then click Create Transaction. When you click Create Transaction, that is going to automatically open this screen. I love it when I can add a photo of my buyers. I can creep on Facebook to get that. It helps me find them easily. And I've started doing that. I like it. It also makes me feel better when I'm doing work that I don't necessarily want to do. Because I see their face and it makes me, I love them more than I love the paperwork. So I'm going to get it done. We've got an exclusive buyer agency agreement. Most of it's already filled out. I'm going to open it here. You click on the document name. It opens the document. Smith and Associates represents John Rhodes. Any property, duration of agency, I don't care. It can be 1, 2, 3, let's say 3 months. Leave that alone. We represent both buyer and seller. If this agreement expires and we've shown them a house, this says that they'll still buy it through us because we were the procuring cause within 90 days of the expiration of this agreement. It's 0 to cancel this agreement. This says that we will collect our fee from the seller only. Seller or listing firm. The buyer doesn't owe us anything unless we agree to otherwise in writing with them. They can terminate this agreement with no penalty or fee by texting or emailing the assigned agent or broker per paragraph 9, because paragraph 9 says they have to do it through certified mail, and it's 2021. The Pony Express would be faster. You get it signed, you're done, or put in their information here, save and close. Now, after that, we've got for your protection, get a home inspection. This says, I told you you should get a home inspection, whether you choose to or not. I told you to. The general buyer disclaimer says, whatever's wrong with the home, you get a chance to find out. If you close on it and then find something you don't like, don't sue me. That's what it says. This says you understand what it means to be represented. Basically, I won't blab about something that could hurt your ability to negotiate an offer for the property. This is an information sheet that we get from you so we can communicate well with your lender and title company and inspector.
It also helps the title company to have prepared.
Totally. I think that's what I just said. So I'm going to check these 5. This is the initial paperwork. I'm going to click e-sign. I'm going to say create a new session. We get through our e-sign and we're done. At that point, I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to say, I've already got the exclusive buyer agency agreement, get a home inspection, general buyer leasing disclaimer, and these 2, and everything that is signed is going to say sent here. So leave that alone.
Didn't have much of a plot. We fell asleep by gooses cooked direct.
That was interesting. Leave the ones that say sent alone or received. Actually, it says received from digital signing. Leave those alone, but everything else delete. Now all you've got left to do for these people is a contract, the URSA, and the doc acknowledgement, unless there's a general addendum. So when we get those in, am I back up? I'm coming back up. When we get those in, delete these. Now let's go over the contract. Guess what happens when you get really complex on a contract with a buyer? They lose confidence. Keep it simple. Put their names there. They're buying a single family home, put in the address, legal description. Hey, Jeff, come look over my shoulder so you don't miss this. We're trying to get AirPlay at the office to work here, guys. Give us just a second. Actually, I think I can come back now. All right. So we got the address, we got the legal description, we've got the price in, and we choose the loan type below. If it's FHA, we've got something else to do. Everybody say that together. If it's FHA, we've got something else to do. That something else is this right here. We enter the price that was offered and we mark that box. What that says is it has to appraise for the offering price. Okay? Leave that box marked, because whether they got an FHA loan or not, that covers your broker's butt. And we want them to say, was given notice. We want to give them proof. We told them they should get a home inspection. Representation is generally one of these two, B or C. We represent the buyer, the seller's agent represents the seller, or one of our agents or yourself represent the seller and we represent the buyer, dual agency. It's one of those two. When it's a FSBO, selling firm represents buyer, no listing firm. When an agent buys a FSBO, non-representation, and you've got another form to fill out. This guy right here, listing firm and selling firm represents seller. That's when a listing firm says, we don't want to do dual representation, but we'll write it up for both of you. You represent yourself, Mr. Buyer. So we really don't want to go there. Loan and closing costs. This, if you're getting a VA loan, you might have a government loan fee. I doubt it. I doubt it, doubt it, doubt it. Most banks, like 99.9, don't charge that. This is where you put what the seller will pay for the buyer in closing costs. And the verbiage is right up here. And you would put in buyer's closing costs, click on the section and click insert clause. Now you don't have to wonder what to write. Seller to pay buyer's closing costs and prepaids up to, and then you put the amount in. Where does that amount come from? The lender. I have agents call me all the time. How much should I put in there? What's the lender say? Lenders charge different things. I don't know. I don't know. My guess is it's going to be this. And sometimes an agent will go with that and I'm okay. With it. But the best thing to do is to get that amount from your lender. Okay. From the buyer's lender. Earnest money, non-refundable deposit. The difference is earnest money is held in an escrow account. It goes towards the buyer's side at closing. So it is their money and they get it back for anything. It's pretty worthless. It's pretty worthless. The non-refundable deposit is the seller's money when they get it. They cash that check, they use it, and it really helps sometimes in a multiple offer situation. We want to mark within 3 business days following the agreements to the repairs on an inspection repair survey addendum. So we're going to deliver that check after the inspection and after everybody agrees on what's going to be done to make the place right from the inspection. Title requirements. This is the cheapest. This is a combo policy. This does not say that they will close at the same title company. That says if provided buyer and seller choose to close at the same title company, they'll do a combo policy. That's cheaper. But if they don't want to close at the same title company, it really just automatically turns to B. Okay. Now, if it's a cash deal, B is the answer. I'm down again at the office.
Really want you to watch a movie.
If it's a cash deal, B is your answer because the buyer does not need a mortgagee's policy. It's those notifications that kick us off. The buyer does not need a mortgagee's policy. It's cash, no need. Okay, we're back up. So, survey. You either get a survey or you don't. Either the buyer or seller pays for it, and it's to be equally split between the buyer and seller. Here's the deal with surveys. If you think that you may need to prove those lines someday, then it needs to be certified to the new buyer. If the survey is certified to a past owner, it is not something that they can use in court legally. So it needs to be certified in their name to protect them. Fixtures and attached equipment. We have verbiage for that. If you are wanting the seller to leave the refrigerator, conveying appliances, insert clause, refrigerator, washer, and dryer to convey at no value, delete whichever one doesn't stay, add whatever you need to add. I'm going to go back up to this clause really quick because a why is important sometimes, and this why is very important. Seller to pay buyers closing costs and prepaids up to a dollar amount. What is normally missed in this is people adding prepaids. Closing costs are cheap. Prepaids are expensive. If you just write seller to pay buyers closing costs, then that's legally what the seller is required to do. Leaving out prepaids will take a huge chunk of your commission, probably half. Okay? Contingencies. Let's say there is one. This real estate contract is contingent upon. Guess what? We've got a contingency. The successful sale and closing of. These parentheses, you delete those. Already under contract, if already inspected, and inspection items have been agreed to include and inspected. If you don't write already under contract, and it is, you're not doing them favors. This is giving them confidence that everything's moving forward well. If it's already been inspected and you don't write and inspected, you're not doing your buyer any favors. This is setting them up for success. We want to give them as much success as we can. Binding with escape clause means that the seller can accept other offers and give the buyer notice, and then the buyer has 2 days to remove the contingency that they have to sell. Okay. They again talk about freaking certified mail. Just put by phone to buyer's agent. And when you remove the contingency, the norm is 30 calendar days from removal. Or you mark binding without escape clause, which means they cannot accept other offers. Once they've accepted this one, they can accept backup offers, but nobody else can be in the running unless we terminate. Make sense? No home warranty or 1 year home warranty. 1 year home warranty, plan provided by AHS. And then the type of plan, I don't know, what is it? Complete or something. Paid for by seller at a cost not to exceed $750 plus tax. Where can you get that information? On the
drive.
drive. That's right. And if you don't know where to look for it, all you have to do is click in the search bar, home warranty, and you'll see a file pop up that says home warranties. You can click on that and it has the pamphlet for 210 and for AHS, and you'll be solid. Okay. Moving on, inspection and repairs. We're going to give them the right to inspect within 10 business days. I love making sure that a buyer knows about this. Buyer does not expect inspection items to be like new and recognizes ordinary wear and tear to inspection items is normal. Normal working order means that inspection items function for the purpose for which they were intended. The fact any or all inspection items may cease to be a normal working order, be discovered or occur after closing, shall not require repair by seller. So 2 things there. When you close, you close. It's all on you after that. Need you to understand that. Second thing is Ordinary wear and tear, but still working is still working. We've all got ordinary wear and tear on us, and I'm still working, so that's how it is. Property disclosure, we're going to request a disclosure. If one's attached on the MLS, we mark here and we type in the date that report was created. Termite, most loans require a termite protection contract. It was built after 1978, so it doesn't require lead-based paint. Closing date is normally 30 days. RD is now a minimum of 45. Possession upon closing. What is closing? Let's look. Closing is the date and time at which seller delivers the executed and acknowledged deed and buyer's completion, signing, and delivery to seller or closing agent agreed to buyer and seller of all loan, closing documents, and purchase price funds required to be executed or delivered by the buyer. It has to fund for it to have closed. That's what that says. What happens on Friday at 3 o'clock? All the wires shut down. If you're representing a buyer and the funds aren't there, does the seller have the right to say, you're not moving in until I have my check? Yes. Don't close on Fridays. Don't do it. Thursday is closing day. Say it with me. Thursday is closing day. Okay. Possession upon closing or delayed or early occupancy, which I don't like. Other is your chance to practice law. That used to be a full page when I started. We could write for days. They don't have a real estate license. We want it accepted by such and such day and time. Enter the information and set it up for signing. Guys, that's the buyer paperwork. It's that easy. Review this, get familiar with it, and above all, do what? Make sure you practice on your clients, right?
Nope.
No? No, don't practice on your clients. Practice with someone or even just by yourself. Practice, 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 because when you practice, you become a professional. So knock those out and just set up some signing sessions. Send them to
Pick a property.
pick a property. That's right. When you pick the property, make sure you do a review of the value of it. So you get proficient at that. Then set up a signing session and knock it out. Guys, it'd be awful for someone to say, I'm ready to make an offer, and you say, oh, crap. That's not the response they want from you when they're ready to make an offer. So practice and be ready for that. Okay, we had a lot of people that needed to move on today and drop out. They got the initial information, and I'm really glad that they attended for the real estate review and the daily sheets. And let's just go over our favorites. John Rhodes, what was your favorite today?
Just love the new real estate review. It's fantastic. It looks great. And the new daily ninja sheet, just like you mentioned too, it's fantastic as well. I love all the streamlined look of it.
Great, great. Keith.
Yeah, the new real estate review is awesome and easy to do. But I really like the tip of adding a photo to your buyer's file in Form Simplicity. I think that is an awesome idea. I always thought about the house, but no, that's a great idea.
Cool, cool. Sue.
I'm the same. I really am excited about the real estate review.
Good, good. Action, guys. I'm loving this. Now you're gonna have to know how to do your forms. Tina.
I love the new real estate review. Makes it much easier.
Good, good. Stephanie.
It was all really good information. I loved going over the contract because it helped me out too a little bit because I never write them. So I'll be able to help the agents a lot more now if they have
Good.
questions.
Good, good. Bryce.
Just a real estate review for me. I thought the buyer's picture was also a good idea because I hate looking at just a little house and then trying to figure out and actually having to read the name. And I would know exactly who it was if I just saw their face. But yeah, the real estate review, because I have slowly developed my own and built it up to where it kind of like looks better and more presentable and everything. But
You're freezing up.
I had to change.
I think I lost you there, Bryce. I'm sorry. Jeff.
I like the drop down where you can insert the verbiage into the contract. I didn't even know that that was a thing.
Fantastic. Yeah, check out all of those clauses that are in that drop down. That can really help you guys a lot. Kyle.
I really like the new real estate review. Does seem a whole lot simpler. I mean, it was already simple to begin with, but even more so now to where you can do it quickly. And also, I love that you went in depth with the buyer's contract. I was pretty familiar with the EBA, but going over the contract really helped a lot.
Good. Practice. Lacey.
So I liked the real estate review also. I've got several people that I've been wanting to run those for, and I just couldn't figure out how to navigate it. Also, you showing us where to make the QR codes. I've never done that, so that was pretty handy as well.
Cool. Stuart, are you available to talk? New RER, hands down. I'm running out of excuses. I love it. Fantastic, Stuart. I appreciate you, buddy. Let's go, Jeff.
All of it was valuable to me, but certainly the contract piece, because I'm that person you described. You know, if my current clients say I'm ready, which I think they will soon, I wouldn't know exactly where to begin. So I'm going to go home and practice
10 times.
That contract 10 times at least.
That's awesome. And I would advise all of you, you're going to make thousands of dollars off a transaction. Maybe read those forms. Take some time, read it, make sure that you know what they say. Broker Carrie.
The absolute beauty and professional look of the new real estate review.
Good.
It's awesome.
Good.
Love it.
Broker Bill.
I love the real estate review. It does look very professional. It looks like you spent hours on it, but we're actually going to spend less time on it. So
I spent hours on it.
You did. So we don't have to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll
be proud to send it out. It looks great.
Happy to hear it. Felicia.
I love the RER, but my favorite is the breakdown of the daily sheet.
Nice.
From the weekly sheet.
Nice. All right. Well, guys, that's what I got for you today. Thanks for attending. I'm excited. We got good things coming. Let me actually share the screen one last time. And I do have more in this presentation to cover quickly. Book clubs, February 15th. That's our third section of Ninja Selling. The awards banquet is being held at First National Bank over by JBGB on February 19th, 5:30 to 8:30. If you RSVP'd, we have paid for you. Please be there. If you have not RSVP'd, you're out of luck now. That's that. And it is going to be a Mardi Gras theme. And I'm excited about that. It's going to be an awful lot of fun. You're really going to enjoy this. We've got some fun things in store. And that's that. So you guys have a great week. We'll see you soon, if not next week. Bye-bye.